All right, guys, I'm going to show you a couple ways that we can help boost performance in Premiere Pro. Um, the first way is if you go to File and you go to Project Settings, you can go to General, and here where it says video rendering and playback, you have a couple options. If yours is selected as only software or OpenCL, you should have one that says CUDA for your guys' version. Go ahead and select that, and that should help speed up your stuff. Also, you could change where you put your scratch disk. So when you're writing to the video and the audio preview, since you guys already ingested stuff, you can change the location so it's not the exact same path that you currently have for your Z drive for everything to operate. So if you change those settings, the other one that you can do is if you go into Premiere Pro and you go into Preferences, we could scroll down to Memory. We open that up. You should see how much installed RAM you have, and you can set aside a higher amount. So we could look at that to see how much we want. If we want only so much RAM to be dedicated to anything else other than Adobe Premiere Pro while we're using Adobe Premiere Pro. So if you're not planning on doing a lot of internet searching or anything like that, we can bump this down and increase the amount of RAM that gets held aside while we're working on Premiere Pro while it's open. So it'll revert back once you close it. And your other option, so if you're at like 8, you could bump this up where you are doing about 5 gigs to maybe 6 gigs for RAM that you have for Premiere Pro. If you have a question, let me know. The other setting that you want to do is you want to make sure that you optimize rendering for performance, not for memory. So you want it for performance, okay? Those things should help speed up other issues, playback. This is the screen size, okay? Over here is your rendering. Okay, we can, while we're watching it, have it at 1/4 or 1/8 rendering. We can also go in here and look at our rendering too. I don't remember where
So
it's
I
at.
always tell
Playback resolution and pause resolution. So I usually keep mine as when it's paused, I want it to be high quality. But when I'm doing playback, I have it low. I don't need to have high quality on that until I get ready to actually get ready to export, and I can just check my stuff over beforehand. Okay, so that's the other thing. Have playback resolution at 1/4. If you can go lower than that, I would do that. Pause resolution, you could keep at full unless it starts jittering, then bump it down some. Tracks that are underneath other tracks that you're not going to see, you can click on the tracks and you can on enable so they won't play since you already have tracks above them. All of these tracks, the memory is getting set aside for them. So tracks that are underneath other video tracks, we can on enable the ones that are underneath. So that should be enough stuff for you guys to play around with to try to get better performance while you guys are working on it. All right, have fun.